Hello folks, welcome to the Whiskered Woodcarver. I'm Jeff C., a visual marketing and live video consultant, and this is the show where I carve and for about 30 minutes and talk with my friends. But today, we are not carving. We are actually painting some of our carvings. So, hope you guys are doing well. I like to interact with you guys as I'm going along, so make sure you click on the video and type in your comments. Barb already commented. She goes, she loves the countdown timer. Thank you so much, Barb. We're going to go right now to the carving cam because we're going to start painting. Wanted to show you what we've been working on. So these are some finished pieces. There's my little snowman that my pal Kim Garst has an eye on. But we're going to give this one away. And this is an ornament we've done, and then there's another penguin that always is popular. But I forgot yesterday, or Saturday when we were painting, that I forgot Liz won one of these, and I forgot to paint it. So I thought I was done with the white, but we're gonna have to break that out and actually do that again. So hey, Joshua's here. Thank you so much, Joshua, for stopping by. So we've got, oh, there's the other one. So we got some things started with these guys are pretty much ready to go for the next color. So we'll probably get started a little bit on the red, but let's go ahead and we'll get painting. Let me find my brush here. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some more white. So hopefully, it always makes me nervous painting on my computer. Hey, it's Heather. How are you doing, Heather? She's got a great channel on Twitch. She's over on Twitch. She's hosting me. Thank you, Heather. Now I set it up to auto host, and I want to make sure that I'm doing that with your channel. So can you check sometime and see if it's working or not? Because I don't know. So Joshua says he wants it all. He'd even buy them. Well, you know what? You don't know the prices yet. So there you go. It could be super exclusive price. I don't know. That's why I like to give them away. Maybe I'll do an auction for charity or something. I don't know. So we're going to mix this. You know, we kind of want it to be the consistency for these carvings. It's more of a wash than it is so much of the other like painting on there. So, because I want to see the wood through it. So, oh, sweet. So it does auto host. Good. That is awesome, Heather. I'm glad that it does that because I don't know what I'm doing much over on Twitch. That's cool. All right. So this is the part where we forgot to paint yesterday. This is this little no-see-em Santa coming out of the chimney there. So we've got to. That was one of my first ones too. Those are kind of the first things that I started doing. So hope I see how this looks. There we go. So Coach Diesel said, I added you to my hosting list. Oh, sweet. That's really cool. She says, Michael just did a tip and it was how to host and we saw you live. Very cool. I'm trying to go like right when I'm done with work, Heather. I've tried to go at like 5:15. We got started a little late today from my time zone just because it's a good way for me to stop work. Yeah, I know he's Michael. It popped up on my screen. Yeah, I see his little avatar. It's really weird. So I'm using Restream. Oh, hey George. He's over on my personal fan. I'm using Restream.io to do this everywhere. And it's really funny. It brings up the avatars of people from Twitch and Mixer, but it doesn't do it for Facebook or Periscope or the other ones. So, thanks, George. George says the woodwork looks great. So the topic of discussion today is, you know, everybody talks about what their definition of success is and all that. But I'm wanting to know, with everything going on, has that changed for people? Like, I mean, some people's definition of success right now is not getting sick. And others are like, you know, I was able to not duct tape my kid's mouth shut today, like I did the other day. So I'd like to know, how has it changed for you? What's the definition of success? Because I think mine has changed a little bit. I think now that social media, because that's kind of what I do, it's become more social again. Like doing these shows, it's amazing. People who never have seen any of my business junk or see me on anything else that I haven't heard from for years have connected with me over this little carving thing. But I want to know what you guys think. How has it changed for you? Yeah, George said not getting sick would definitely be a success. But I think about the stuff you're doing, George, like you're broadcasting, you reading to your kids. That's a whole nother side that I've never seen of you before, and that's pretty cool. I think that's some good things coming out of this. Ooh, Heather had a good one. She said, I inspire one person, I have succeeded. That is totally true. That is awesome. I'm so out of camera today. I'm sorry. Getting excited talking to you guys. So if you want to see a real painter, you need to go over to Twitch and look up Craft Shack. KRAAFTSHAAK, and follow her. She does some really amazing, just all sorts of stuff. So what is your favorite style? I don't even know what to call your style, Heather. I mean, you do so many different like mediums when I check you out. So Josh says it hasn't changed, just become harder. Okay, gotcha. George goes, yeah, I'm a dad. I dad pretty frequently. That's cool. If I Michael goes, if I perspire one person, they ask me to take a shower. Yeah, but there's so much you can do now, you don't have to take a shower. So Heather says, I don't have a style. I create what I am passionate about at that moment. That's a pretty awesome way to look at it. So Ryad122 says hello. He is from Twitch watching us. And some other people from Twitch popping up saying nice. Got some people on Twitch going, hey, what's up? Programmer Styler. Very cool. Thanks for you guys watching over on Twitch. We are just painting some wood carvings. Haven't seen this show before. Just sit around for about 30 minutes and talk with my friends as I carve and paint. So, I think I'm saying your name right. Ryad122 says, love the music. This is awesome. Well, thank you. I enjoy it. And this, what we usually do is we give out these carvings to the people who share it the most creatively or the most. Like this one I'm painting right now, my pal Liz won this one. So she won that one. So Bonnie asked, what kind of paint do I use? Yeah, it's acrylic paint, Bonnie. And I water it down because I want to see the wood through it. And like these ones over here you see down there, it's I put an antiquing thing on it, which I like. I just like the look of. You don't have to, but I think it kind of, like those beards right now look like you dipped them in like whiteout. If anybody can remember what that was. I usually do 2 coats, Bonnie, but it just depends on. Sometimes it depends on how the wood is soaking it up, or I usually, I did 2 on the snowman, and I'll probably put another one on it just because I may have, because I was talking, not covered it like I need to. So George says, "Are you going to paint the mortar? Or will be all brick red?" So I will paint the mortar, and on this one, I went back over it with some gray paint I think I had, and then when I antiqued it, it came in there. So I may do the same thing. I don't know, or I may just leave it and see how the antiquing does. So Kristen Anderson is here. Thank you, Kristen. She is a faithful watcher of this show, as is George. So we have the snowman to give away. So I've got somebody, I'll wait till it's done painting, but I have somebody, I think, somebody's going to really have to hustle to win that one. So Josh says, "I love to bring a smile to others, whether it's for my writings, drawings, or woodwork. To me, that's success. Harder now that I got to stay distant." Yeah, I think it's harder for everybody, Josh. Yeah, Bonnie goes, "I just posted how nice it is to see folks streaming to serve their audience and get to know them instead of only when it's time to launch." Bonnie is an incredible live streamer. She does it all the time. Bonnie, feel free to drop your links to your show in here so people can find you. Heather, the same for you. And Michael, feel free to drop those in so people can see some other people who are streaming. So we are just kind of quickly getting some paint on this top of the hat here. You're welcome, Heather. She is pretty awesome to watch some of this. I think your show is what originally inspired me to do this. And I just was like, oh, it's too hard to set up the camera, it's too hard to do this, and so I just kind of went, well, you know what? I want to start carving more. I'm just going to do it. Because if you look on like Instagram and YouTube, there are some phenomenal carvers. And I think, you know, I guess the definition for me for success has changed because I decided just to try it. And even though I'm not the best at it, and there's always going to be people better than me at carving, I think the success for me is just doing it and doing it consistently. And I have a feeling all of you have something that you've really wanted to do and just haven't done because you didn't think you had enough time or you're scared. But I think it's time to try. All right, white coats on that. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, talk to Bonnie, put some more white on this. I just want a little bit. There's some spots I missed I want to just hit really quick. She kind of wished, Heather says, I kind of wish you did it for more than 30 minutes. Well, you know, I have that timer on there. One, to show people how much they can do in just 30 minutes a day. And two, I do it so when people stop by, they're not like, oh, this guy's going to be on here forever. I'm so bored. So I guess leave them wanting more kind of thing. Joshua's in the stream trying to influence the person who will win this. So this one right here is up for grabs. Thanks, Bonnie. She says, seriously, so relaxing. Just watch and listen to the music. I need to change up my playlist because I mean, I love this music, but I need to do some more. Well, you ladies are too kind. I appreciate you stopping by. So there's some places I missed. Sometimes it's kind of hard to do all this online. I don't. So Bonnie asked, do I drill a hole in the bottom for the holder thingy, and do I plug it up later? I don't plug it up, Bonnie. It sits on it, so it didn't really bother me. What I usually don't even. Oh, I got a little run. I usually don't have to even drill a hole. I'll just kind of screw it in by hand. It just needs to be held on there, you know. So we got the other paint on there, so we'll set this little guy over here. And now I'm going to break out the Santa Red. We're gonna paint some of the. Oh, I got the. So we also worked on this a little bit. This is one of my Christmas bears, right here. So I need to do him. This one sat around for like a year, so that's how much I love to paint. So that guy's ready. So we're gonna do the Santa Red. Hopefully I won't spill it. So Bonnie, you were asking what kind of paint I was using. I'm using this this right here. Just the stuff you get at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, he did. He did. It was a double-sided screw. He did make that for me. Yeah, it's just a dowel that he drilled out, George, and there's a little stand that I stick her on, and works pretty well. So he just made it out of a piece of scrap wood. Yeah, Bonnie goes, that bear's she goes, that bear's really fatter than the other one with the patches. So the funny thing is I didn't have wood for the. So here's the original one. So that's the first one I ever did. And what I did is I didn't have another piece of wood for that size. And so what I did is I took the pattern into Photoshop and I stretched it to fit the wood. So he's really supposed to be, you know, wider and fatter, but I kind of liked it this way. So I think that's what we're going to carve next. I think. So get our Santa Red out here. There we go. There's a technique that I want to learn. I'll have to bring in. I bought a guy's carving that I just love this style of. And so I bought one of his blanks, but he does a really cool, and Heather would know this, painting technique that I even emailed him about it because I'm like, how do you do this? And he was so cool that he responded. And he said that it's called a dry brush technique, which I've never tried. So I really want to, I just like the way it looks. So try that next. All right, so we'll paint our little penguin here. Paint his hat. Yeah, it's like before and after the holidays. Exactly, the pear looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah, right after Thanksgiving, you turn into the Santa Bear. It's about 10 minutes left. We should get pretty far. So we've got, this is another penguin that we could give away too. So make sure you guys are sharing and make sure you tag me so I see it. Yeah, I know a lot. Bonnie goes, I use dry brush a lot. Artists use dry brush a lot. Yeah, I just have never learned how to do it. And I think there's a special technique for some carvings that this guy was telling me, so I'm gonna have to, like Heather was saying, learn a new skill or technique. Heather goes, I just get bored easy. Yeah. But there's also something about, like, like these penguins, I've made a ton of these because they're super easy and I don't need a pattern, and I can just sit down and usually knock one out in an evening. But because I have like a lot of like unfinished ones, that's why I'm adding them to the painting. So Heather says, so I try new stuff, and if I really like it, I keep at it. So Heather, do you sell all yours like on an eBay shop, or do you give them away? What do you usually do with all the stuff you create? The other thing I really like about using, so I'm using Ecamm to go live, is that I can paint and it gives me a little ding when I hear a comment, so I can look up and see what's going on. So Heather, since you said you had a website where you put all this stuff, please drop that in there too, in the comments, so people can see your art. Bonnie asked earlier about how many coats I give on the I'll probably just do just 2 for the red. The white sometimes I may have too much water in it, so I might do another coat, but this one looked pretty good. All right. He is painted and ready to go. Over there. What else was? Oh, we're gonna do. Oh yeah, these little guys. These are my little ornaments. The little no-see-ums, Santas. So gotta paint their hats. I actually saw this pattern or this style. I think it was on Pinterest. So I've got a board there that has a ton of really cool, inspiring wood carvings. So 8 minutes. We'll get pretty close with the red. A little tight corner. I probably needed a smaller brush, but I'm too lazy to get one. There we go. Kristen Anderson, if you're here, you haven't told us if your definition of success has changed or not. I was reading some articles, and what people were saying were how we're learning what was really important now, which I think that's another good thing that's come out of this whole situation. So I think people's definition of success is going to really change after this. Shoot, just being able to go and hug my parents again, that's going to be, I mean, that you don't think about that stuff until you can't do it anymore. Got a little bit of red in the white there. I may have to touch that up. So, there we go. Yeah, see, you can see right there, just a little bit. We'll see. See how it turns out. So those 2 ornaments are done. What do I have to do now? Oh yeah, my little. The other thing is this acrylic stuff. It really it dries quickly. So you can usually, if you have multiple carvings, you can kind of move on to the next one while the other one's dry. So good. Heather dropped her website in there. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough paint on your fingers. I'm just worried I'm going to get it all over my desk, and I'm so paranoid I'm going to spill it. But it'll wash off. All right. About 5 minutes. We should be able to get this one, and I think a coat on the snowman. Then I gotta go make supper. Hey Rhonda, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Rhonda was a paint. I still want to see some of your paintings, Rhonda. I know that you said you used to do that. I really want to see some. See, I'm gonna have to touch him out too. So, but it made it a little too watery. Pretty close to being done. There we go. Right there. Yeah, I ran a little bit in some of the carvings, but I can fix that. All right, I think we have enough time to start at least. Oh, we got time to paint the scarf. This one I probably should get a little smaller brush, just so I can get this. Be really careful around here. See, this is harrowing right here. Doing this live. This is why I don't like painting, because we carved it down, so it's raised a little bit, so you got to get the edges. There we go. So what's for dinner? I think I have Salisbury steak tonight. This is what we're doing with the mushroom sauce. I think that was what's on the menu. I hate doing this. All right, got one side done. Ugh. Not bad. Go and dry. Go and dry. Go and dry. Somebody tells me my tongue starts coming out of my mouth. All right. 1 minute left. Sorry if I'm covering it up. I may have to go a little long tonight because I want to get this finished because I don't want to do this again. Oh, dry brush, not too much paint. Yeah, I'm trying. Went on a little bit. That's all right. Let me touch that up. I'm gonna have to touch some of it up anyway. 10 seconds. All right, I got the front done. There we go, front's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just go around the, well, I got the red paint out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this scarf. Rhonda goes, you got this. Yeah. That's why I could never be a professional painter. I don't even like painting walls. And doing it live in front of people. That's what's crazy. Why did I ever do this? There we go. All right. Yeah, Bonnie, it is. It is very hard. Every time I do, it's like, why did I carve it this way? Why did I do this? All right. Not bad. Got the bottom part done, so we'll go around the top and get that filled in. And we will be done. At least I have soothing music. All right. Almost done. And this is when I usually sneeze, right here. And mess everything up. All right. There we go. All righty. Look at that. We did it. Watch it fall in the paint now. That's what would happen. We're probably going to go back through and touch up some of this, but I don't have to get so close to the edges anymore. And so, there we go. Mr. Oh, almost forgot. We got to do the band of his hat. Dang it. Almost forgot the hat. Well, thanks for sticking in with me. I know we went long tonight. But really need to do the hat band. Right there. This will be a little easier because I know I have to paint green on the top, so even if I go out a little bit right now, I can fix it. Yeah. So, yeah, painting walls is so hard. It is. And Joshua goes, yes, painting, I hate painting, period. It doesn't help that I can't hold liquids. When kids paint, a lot of them have their tongues out. Full body experience. Yeah, I could easily do that, Bonnie. So that looks pretty good right there. Kind of need to get the top a little bit like that. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. No, I can't really see it. There we go. All right. That looks pretty good. So we got the band. Yeah, I do the band first because I have the paint out, Bonnie. So, hey, Mia. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so, well, appreciate you saying you love this. This is really cool that you... It's very fun. We're painting our carvings now, Mia, so this is probably my least favorite part, but it's one of those necessary evils. All right, so we got the band and the scarf done on our Mr. Snowman. We've got everything else done. As always, guys, thank you so much. So let me go out of the carving cam here. Joshua goes, my wife is watching an opera while cooking, so I'd rather listen to you. Well, those two mixtures, Josh, would probably sound a little odd. Opera and bluegrass music, I don't know. Rhonda says, I don't mind. I popped. I thought you said something else there. I thought you pooped in late. I wasn't going to say anything. So popped in late. It was meant to be. All right. Very cool. And always, I love Mia Voss. Love me some Mia. She's very cool. And Bonnie goes, hey, it worked okay for Michael Jordan. Yeah. So as always, folks, thank you so much for stopping by. And, you know, this snowman, I'll tell you right now I'll give it till we're done painting it. So we probably have one more session of Mr. Snowman here. The person who's in the running for this is Kristen Anderson. She has been almost to all of these. She has shared it almost every time. So she is in the running, kind of like George. He won the first one. He was going to town for the Penguins. So that's where we are. But, hey, we've got a couple more days. You could do something really creative and win the snowman. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I want you guys to remember 4 things. Number 1, remember we're apart, but we are not alone. Number 2, I want you to wash your hands. Just wash them. Number 3, hug them if you can. Hug those around you that may be stuck in the house with you. And 4, pray for our doctors and nurses who are on the front lines. And with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.